Imagine that you can make decisions for what you think is the best for you without getting criticized. Imagine that you can speak your opinions freely. Imagine that you can wear whatever you want, whatever you think, and express who you are, without having to hear negative remarks or getting catcalled. Imagine such a powerful word to think about what we want and our desires. Now you might ask me, are these scenarios something a person can do right now? That is to say, one can choose for themselves, one can talk their opinions, and one can wear anything they desire? Well, the problem is no. The three examples I just stated are just some of the things that women can't do. This is fresh Sabine Pinto of Bunzon. A pleasant day to all. Let me tell you a short story. There was once a girl, 8 years of age, and she's quite the people-pleaser type. Her classroom advisor has promised to allow the kids to play at the playground if they get good grades. The whole class did, but what seems unusual is that the advisor only allowed the boys to play and not the girls because they are wearing a skirt. Now, that girl is 14 years of age and her eyes are now wide open on such issues. In those 6 years, she understood more about the unforgiving scene that we are living in. She understood that since she is a lady, there are things that she is limited or restricted to, and believes that this way of living, as if she is in a cage, should not persevere. Let's look at this as if it's an iceberg. Both are intricate and the vast majority are invisible to the naked eye. At the tip, we can see the misogyny in terms of work life. This one is plain to see, but is something that people are still unconcerned about. There are many examples, including but not limited to workplace discrimination and the Black Mirror. I've heard too many stories about sexism happening in workplaces. Let's first take a fictional example into account. Stranger Things is a series circling about friends and teamwork, but in season 3, there is a particular scene where misogyny can be seen. This is where Nancy, a female journalist, was mocked by her male co-workers in different forms, from making fun of her suggestions or mansplaining to asking her every day to bring them breakfast, or gender role stereotyping. On a more realistic example, we have Emma Watson, also a women's rights activist, who is getting paid not as much as her male counterparts when, truth be told, she got the lead role and is continually giving us great execution. There are also instances of female singers like Taylor Swift getting criticized for writing songs about their exes, and they get hate for it. And there are male singers who do the same thing, but get praised and acknowledged. Now that we are facing a pandemic, things might have been taken in what they call a new normal way, where we have to attend classes, do our errands and everything online, in hopes of preventing the spreading of COVID-19, which is in fact another issue to discuss. With this being said, online entertainment applications are entering the scene, and this is where TikTok comes into the picture. TikTok is an entertainment app that lets users share their short-form videos, typically 15 seconds to 3 minutes long. Of course, a lot of memes have drastically become relevant, such as Charlie D'Amelio, but also Filipino creators, namely Bella Porch. Let's talk about Bella. The video that made her famous was her bopping her head to the song M to the B. Overnight, she got millions of followers, but of course, hate comments as well. Others would name Bella as someone who doesn't deserve her fame, or the girl who has an innocent face but tattoos. With this backlash, she then released her debut song, called Build the Bee, which focuses on society's standards, particularly on women. This song is enjoyable, but others will do hate trains, saying that she should simply remain head bopping. See the problem? If they are petite, people would say that they don't eat enough, that they are unhealthy. If they eat a lot, people would say that they should exercise and diet. The thing is, in our society, women don't have a place where they could feel that they belong in. This is disappointing and baffling to hear, especially when there are men like Tony Lopez, who is a criminal, yet he still has a platform of 21 million followers in the TikTok community. Just by the tip of the iceberg and a glimpse of something larger, we have unfolded quite a lot about this topic. It's about time to proceed to the second or midpoint level of our iceberg. second level of our iceberg contains heavier topics such as sexual harassment and transphobia. It is startling to go outside realizing how perilous it very well may be for ladies. You wear shorts, they will catcall you. You wear a pair of pajamas, they will rape you. You wear a dress and they will grope you. I don't know who needs to hear this or how frequently I have to say this, but it's not and will never be the woman's fault. Don't disclose to me how to dress, tell them not to rape. In line with this, we have victim blaming in women's decisions. Access to abortion is a part of humans' common liberties. Her body, her choice. If you go out to drink and get sexually harassed, they'll say, "Why did you let yourself get drunk?" It is statistically stated that in 1,000 of sexual assault cases, 997 of the assailants walk free. The trauma will forever be there, and yet rape culture and victim blaming are still present in our modernized world. Not all men, but we don't know which ones. Not all workmates, but we don't know which ones. Not all passers-by, but we don't know which ones. Not all men, but enough. Next, we have transphobia. Trans women are women. This leads us back to Jennifer Laude case, who was killed by U.S. soldier Joseph Scott Pemberton and is now granted absolute pardon by the Philippine president. Pemberton's discovery that Laude was gay prompted him to kill the woman. Hate crimes like this ought to never be conceded with absolute pardon. Deliberately ignoring treachery is favoring the oppressor. We are now at our last level or the bottom of our iceberg. This includes modernization and empowerment. To look at from the 1970s, which is 50 years prior, there is a considerable amount of things that ladies can do. From lighter activities like not having the option to get a credit card, powerlessness to celebrate International Women's Day, the propensity of getting terminated in view of pregnancy, to the inability of shielding themselves from work environment sexual harassment, and failure to get immediate consultation about physical and mental well-being. This returns us to the principal snapshots of my discourse. While these easily overlooked details and basic freedoms are something that ladies can't do. Women's rights are human's rights. In view of this includes the ones like the ability to vote, owning a property, to freely expressing themselves without having to hear others' remarks. It's about time to stand up for what is right and to get involved. Every girl in this world should be informed that her voice matters. So let me ask you, what makes a woman an empowered woman? I believe that an empowered woman is someone who knows their worth, who knows their rights, and believes that no fellow woman should encounter mistreatment and disdain. An empowered woman is someone who knows that they can, they are, and they will. Thank you.